and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bring it home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Howell. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Playing time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Eagles at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat this one.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down. Howell now. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll go play action. Howell sliding out of the pocket. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. These two teams they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he finds McLaurin. He's going to have the first down and then some. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 2nd and goal, Howell, touchdown Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Short little throw to Ebron. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. From the 41, Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Robinson up the middle. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On the move to his left. And that is incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Howell. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their...
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington able to strike for 6.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 43-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Howell trying to pick it up on third.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk.
This is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And returns it right back to Samuel. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. First throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Three.
Throwing is Hurts. Floating one, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Go 3. 7 Pirates.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the last opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Hurts fumbles it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give them 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
19 tight, 19.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down. Howell back to pass. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Taken in at the 11.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nakobe Dean.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Hurry, hurry!
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Left side here to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
That's good for another Eagles. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Sanders is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Howell. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Faking the handoff. Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 58 yards. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now try to pick it up on 3rd. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Howell. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Check smash, come 19, come 19. Go.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And my goodness, another interception. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So it's Washington getting the victory here. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Washington, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.